Hey, everybody. I've got two people on the call. It seems that this was a bad time for most people. We got a lot of people traveling and out of town, which is understandable. So we're going to have to figure out a time that's best for everybody so we can get more attendance on our calls. Lori's just suggested maybe in the evenings on Sunday evenings, which is fine. So we can try that next time instead of the afternoon. But I really would like to get everybody to attend our calls. I'm going to record them for the people who absolutely can't make it, but the goal is to get everybody to be able to make once a month a call together so that we can all be visible to each other as a team. So I wanted to go over a few things. First of all, I'm very excited that we have such engagement on our team, and we've got coaches that are really stepping up and doing amazing things. I love the posting that's going on. Girly, you're doing amazing. You just signed on some new coaches, and Gail is doing amazing things with her posts. Lori, all of you are really stepping up. Stacy is our newest coach, so I wanted to welcome her. I'm very excited to have her on our team, and I know she's going to be doing amazing as well. And Tracy, yay, Tracy's on the call. Tracy is extremely engaged. She's staying on top of all of her training. So Tracy, I wanted to give you some kudos. I think you're frozen right now. Can you hear me, Tracy? I don't know if she can hear me yet. Tracy, can you hear me?
Tracy, can you hear
me?
Tracy!
Well, anyway, Tracy, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I am now.
Okay. I was just saying that I'm very excited about all the engagement on our team, and that I see all of you really being rising stars. And Frank is on. For some reason, Bert's name says Frank on his Zoom call.
I just typed it in now. That's with you.
Uh-huh. But,
so nice to see you.
Yes, I was saying that I'm really excited to see all the engagement on our team and all of the new players and the old ones that are the existing players that are really stepping up, not old as in age, existing coaches. And Tracy, I wanted to give Tracy you kudos to really staying. Tracy and I had a one-on-one call this morning, and she is really staying engaged in the new Coach Basics training as well. And this week, Tracy and I are going to be doing our daily one-on-one call. Each week I'm doing one with a different coach. So this week will be Tracy's. And but I just love the fact that Tracy is really, spending time every day in staying on top of her Coach Basics training and getting on the Coach Online office and getting accustomed to it. As we all know, at the beginning, it can seem very overwhelming. And even after you're in it for a while, it can as well. And so that's why I'm trying to break this down for everybody so that you don't feel overwhelmed. Because all it takes is really to just dedicate an hour a day. If you can do more, that would be great. But even just an hour a day is going to get you success in your business. So it's blocking off that time and making sure that you're staying consistent. And that really is the key to success in this business, is making sure you're treating it like a business and blocking off that time, whether it be a half an hour in the morning, 15 minutes in the, during lunch, a half an hour in the evening, whatever. But making sure that you're blocking it off and staying really consistent in doing your power hour. So one of the things in going into November, I wanted to really stress is that we want to make Success Club 5 a total non-negotiable. I mean, you need to think of making Success Club 5 in your mind as the basics of growing your business. And all of you are very capable of making that happen. All it takes is the consistency in doing the things that we're going to go over now. So knowing that you can truly have the life that you want, that you can truly have that vision of whatever it is, paying off all your debt, securing your retirement, spending more time with your family, buying a bigger house, going on vacations, whatever that is, you can have that dream become your reality. And all it takes is just staying consistent and doing the things that you're being taught in your business. So making Success Club 5 every month your non-negotiable, as that's just you, no matter what, it's going to happen. And knowing that by staying consistent and doing these things, you will wind up making it happen. And that's what it's going to take to really create your reality that you want. So, as you all know, in November, we're going to be having the Fall Classic, which is so exciting because it's so much fun teaming up with our peers, our fellow coaches, and having this friendly competition. You know what? There's a little feedback, so I'm going to mute everybody. So we can.
It's great.
Okay. Can you all hear me? Okay. All right, that's better. So the Fall Classic is a friendly competition for those new coaches who aren't sure what that is. It's similar to the Team Cup. Normally, every quarter, there's a Team Cup competition that consists of 5 coaches to a team, and each of the teams really just brainstorm and have regular meetings with each other online and try to win by getting the most Success Club points or Team Cup points that they can for that month. It's a whole month-long competition, and then there are rewards for the ones that are succeeding. So basically, as long as everyone is in it to win it and really getting excited and engage and team up together, then it can be so much fun, and you're doing it together. And so for the Fall Classic, it's similar to that, but it's only 3 coaches on a team. And there can only be 1 diamond rank on each team. And the way that it works is for each Success Club point that each team member earns that month, that's 1 Fall Classic Cup point. And then every time there's a rank advancement, that's another point. So if, let's say, you're just a new coach right now and you make Emerald rank during the month of November, that's a point for your team. So that's really exciting to try to rank advance during the month where there's a Team Cup or a Fall Classic going on, because you're scoring points. And then also when someone, any customer, it doesn't have to be a new customer, orders one of the booster packs, the bundles with the boosts, that's also another point for the Fall Classic. And then I just posted on our training page what the prizes are, but it's multi-tiered prizes. So you can go on it and look, but the I think 20 teams nationwide who have the highest points win the ultimate prize, which is a trip to California and going, having the tour of corporate, the corporate office and being recognized. And then there's 3 other tiers, I believe. The first one, we'll have to go and look at it together because I can't screen share on this computer. But the first one, I know that the team together, all 3 participants together, have to make 10 Success Club points. And each individual who gets to Success Club 5 with the team combined getting 10 gets the first prize. And then the next tier up, and that was like some kind of personal development that was being offered. And then the next tier up was wear and share apparel, which looked really cool. I think it was the hammer and chisel. So I really want to go for that. And that's an increased number of team combined points. And I think you have to make Success Club 10 in order to get that. So it's really a time for everybody to come together and get really psyched to stay consistent and do the activities that are going to get you Success Club 5 and above. And so what I would like to implement is a couple of new things for this month that I think is going to be a lot of fun. And one of them is an idea that Bert had given me, and it's something that he does in his advanced training group for the DMPS group. And basically it's a group chat. So it's an accountability chat. So what we're going to do is for everyone in our group, our coach training group, is we're going to have an accountability chat, and we're all going to post daily in there, share daily about our invites and our friend requests and what we've done each day. So you can choose to do that each time you do a friend request, or each time you have a invite conversation, or each time you send out a blast of invites, or you can wait until the end of the day and post in there, I've invited 10 new people today. This is what happened during my conversations. And you can share details about the conversations. You can share, I invited 5 new friends, 3 accepted, whatever you want to share, but sharing each day is the key to implementing this chat. And what I'm going to do is start to give points. In addition to your rewards that you're going to get from Beachbody for succeeding in the Fall Classic competition, you're also going to get points from me every time that you engage. And so for your engagement in the group chat and for your posting and things like that, you're going to get activity points. And I'm going to post all of that in specifics as the month begins, because I'm actually going to have weeks, like each week broken down in the month of November, that's going to be dedicated to specific things. Like there's going to be 1 week where we all post wear and share of pictures of ourselves wearing our wear and share, like that. And if you don't have any wear and share, then I'm going to post also the contact person that I use, that I've given his name and his information out to order wear and share. He's very reasonable, extremely reasonably priced. And he can really do anything. Hats, tank tops, t-shirts, anything. And he does a great job. So that's going to be probably the last week of November, because that's Thanksgiving week. So I don't want to assign anything too difficult during that week. And this will give you time to get some wear and share if you don't have any yet. But each week I'm going to assign different activities that we're going to focus on. And if you post pictures of yourself doing them, then you'll get points. And then all the points will be tallied at the end of the month. And for the team, or I should say for the team of the Fall Classic competition that scores the most activity points, you're going to get a reward. And that reward is a $150 value for each of you in Bert's training, the advanced DMPS training. If you already are in it, then you can use it to give to somebody else. You can have, give it to your husband, to your wife, obviously there's no other men here, but to give it to a friend, to give it to anybody that you think would benefit from it, or one of your adult children who would be interested. But basically, it's an amazing opportunity to really get the best personal development and get group coaching with Bert, and really learn how to implement systems that are going to really help you stay focused on your goals and achieve everything that you want in life. So it's a really great value. Okay, so some of the things about the consistent items that really need to get done during your power hour each day, so that you don't feel overwhelmed. A lot of times coaches are feeling like there's so many things that need to be done. I don't know where to do first. And so I'm going to make it really easy for you. And basically, if you want to take notes, there are just 5 things that you do with your time. So depending on how much time you're going to give yourself each day, where you're blocking off to your business, you want to separate based upon the number of minutes you have. So let's say you only have 1 hour a day, then each of these activities shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes, but some might take more than others. So depending on how much you want to dedicate to each activity, you can determine that. So the first activity is creating content and posting. You want to post on Facebook, and if you're on Twitter or Instagram or any other social media, you want to post so that you are staying very consistent with sharing with people that you are someone that they can feel confident is someone trustworthy, that you're not just a fly-by-night person who posts one day that you're doing, your health and fitness, and then you go for a week without posting anything. So you have to really develop that rapport, that persona with other people so that they know that you are it. You are the go-to person for them to go to when they are ready to improve their health and fitness, when they're ready to, get on that track of reaching their weight loss and their fitness goals. So posting, planning ahead, you can use Hootsuite. If it's easier for you to schedule, like take an hour on a Sunday and just plan out all of your posts for the whole week, you can schedule. It's a free app. You can schedule where you post it. You can actually post on challenge groups in Hootsuite. I think it allows you up to 5 groups for free. And then you can also post on your personal page as well, and you can schedule your posts out. There's also another app called bufferapp.com that is also like Hootsuite. That's supposed to be very good as well. So writing down your ideas and your when you have them, and keeping them like on a notepad or on your phone, so this way you can refer back to them when it's time to post your content. Because there are so many times during the day where I think of, I need to post about this, or I want to, post this article or share this on my team page, and I'm not able to do it right at that moment. So I keep a notepad where I write down what I want to do. And you also want to use that time wisely. Like, let's say you're posting in challenge groups, and you can create an app or a notepad where you are like a document where you're saving all of your posts that you're currently posting on your challenge group, so that when you do a new challenge group, you don't have to start from scratch, and you can use that content again and again and save you time. So that's just an idea. So the first idea is, if you want a Hootsuite tutorial, Bert just posted it in our chat, so you can check that out too. And if you have any questions about Hootsuite, you can ask. Lori's really good at it. So Lori could definitely help. I used to do it, and it's been a while, but I'm sure I could help as well. So the first activity for your power hour that you want to schedule time is making sure to stay consistent with your posting. Then the second is checking into your challenge groups. So you want to make sure that your challengers are having amazing experiences, because as we all know, the strongest coaches are challengers who have had great results. So we really want to make our challengers have an amazing experience by making sure that we're staying consistent with posting every day in the challenge groups, sharing recipes or tips or articles, reaching out to each of the challengers individually to check on them and see how they're doing. I'm so excited about the new app that's coming out, the challenge group app that's going to be able to be accessible on our phones. That's going to be awesome. But really posting motivating posts and engaging with the other challengers, and different ideas like running contests and things like that in your challenge groups also drives the energy up. So you definitely want to really make sure that you're staying on top of your challenge groups and making them a really great experience. All of the new coaches, you're going to be following me and shadowing me in my challenge group. So we're going to do that together until you're ready to do your challenge group on your own. So don't worry about feeling like you need to be doing this already, because you don't. You'll be doing that with me. Okay, then the third thing to do with your power hour is checking in with your team page. That is so important. Checking in on our team page, checking in on your coach training page, and the Coach Basics page. So there are 3 team pages that it's so important that you make sure to check in every day and staying engaged. That's how you're going to really be present and show that you are an active team member and an active coach, and that you're in it. And that's also how you're going to learn about what's going on with our business and what we're doing together as a team and everything that's going on. So it's so important to check in. And of course, the fourth one is inviting. Now, I'm not saying that this is the order that it should be done in. These are just all the items that should be done within your power hour. So the inviting is the most critical part that you need to stay consistent in, that's going to really generate your momentum in your business. And when I say inviting, I'm talking about one-on-one invites, not just posting, mass invites or a mass event, but one-on-one invites, sending out personal messages or texts or phone calls or in person, seeking someone out that you wanted to talk to about the joining your challenge group or the business opportunity, or just talking about Shakeology and how that can help them with their nutrition or their health. And personal invites every single day. That is so important. That really is the most important part in staying consistent, in building your business, and in making Success Club 5. And I posted in our group the script that I use. So initially, that first conversation, that first question, "Hey, Lori, how are you today? How would you like to join my online support group based on exercise and nutrition?" That's it. Just throw it out there. 5 people, random people.
I'd love to. Thank you. Tell me more about it, please.
Yes. All you have to do is read the script. So really, the script is there to help you. You can copy and paste by using that. You definitely want to modify it, because I put notes in there for you coaches in parentheses, and you want to customize it to the person that you're talking to. But totally use that, because that's the wording that I basically use. And but you do it one step at a time, not all at once. And so you wait for their engagement. But that script is there for your use. And then I also posted some examples of conversations that I had, hold on Messenger on Facebook, and that turned into a new coach or a new challenger. And I showed you how that conversation went. So anytime you have a conversation that you're not sure what to say next, message me, copy and paste it to me. That's what I'm here for. Utilize me as your tool. So I would like you to share with me what's going on if you're ever not sure how to respond to someone. I'm happy to help you. I will actually type it out for you of what I would say in response, and I'll send it to you every step of the way. So definitely take advantage of that. And then the fifth thing to do is adding new friends every day to increase your exposure, and following up, returning messages. So those are the 5 things. Once you send out these invites, you might not get a response back until the next day. But that doesn't mean that that's instead of your invite for that day. Every day you need to be sending out new invites, but that follow-up or that reply to their message is going to be your 5th step of following up with the people that you've already invited and messaging with people who you've already friend requested. So it's so simple if you break it down like that and know what things you need to do each day, and just block off the time that you're going to block off for your business every single day, and make sure you're doing those 5 things every day. And you will be on your way to success. So Success Club 5 is a non-negotiable. I want to see every single coach on this team engaging in the accountability thread as soon as it's created, which I'm going to do on November 1st. And we're going to start from scratch there and really make Success Club 5 your non-negotiable and rock the Fall Classic and the activities that I'm going to be giving to you, because that'll make it easier for you. When you see, okay, this activity I'm going to focus on for this week, it'll be a lot of fun, and it's going to give you tips on things to do that's going to promote engagement from people. So does anybody have anything you'd like to add? Any questions or anything? Does everyone feel confident that you have the time that you're going to be blocking every day for your business? Everyone feel confident that you can block an hour a day at least for your business, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. And then now you have specific tasks of things to do with that time, whether you dedicate 10 minutes for each thing, or if you know you're going to have a little bit more than an hour later on that evening. Lori, did you have a question?
No, I started actually physically blocking out that time. So I use Google Calendar for work, and I just added in like my own color code for my personal stuff, kept those events private from my regular Google Calendar, and blocked out and actually said, okay, from 7:30 to 8, I'm going to post and follow up. From 12 to 12:30,
I love
did it in smaller chunks so that I wasn't sitting there and like, okay, I got to do all of this in an hour, because it takes me a little bit longer, right? And I do end up in that black hole of Facebook.
Right.
So I actually made sure that I covered all my key activities throughout the day.
Perfect.
So from 12 to 12:30, I'm just going to do invites and new friends, not worry about my page check-ins, because I know I already did that. So I found that definitely helps.
Beautiful.
For that time.
I love that idea. You always have these great ideas of organizing. It's awesome, and thank you for sharing them. If anybody else ever has anything that you're doing differently that works for you, feel free to share them, because I'm sure everybody else will benefit from it. I know I'm always open to new ideas. And then the other things that I just wanted to go over is, of course, being a product of the product is the second vital behavior that's so important that we all know. And I love everyone in this group is so dedicated to their own fitness. And that's what is and their nutrition, of course. And that is what is going to really inspire other people. So it doesn't matter where you are on your journey. It's the fact that you're doing it, and the fact that you have the passion inside you for it, and that you are staying consistent, that you're committing to a program, that you're committing to drinking your Shakeology every single day, that you're committing to eating clean as a whole, 90% rule, and committing to really getting a transformation within yourself, because that transformation doesn't matter how big or how small, every step of the way is going to be an inspiration to people. So making sure that you are truly staying committed, not saying, I know I don't have to say this to anybody on this group, but I just wanted to stress how important it is, and that how well you are all at doing what you're doing in terms of really committing to doing your workouts, and not saying, I feel like staying in bed a little bit longer, I'm not really in the mood, but really making it your commitment to yourself and to your business, because the more committed you are to your own, it's your appointment, as we talk about, your business meeting with yourself, or your appointment, your important meeting with yourself, that you really need to think about it that way, that you cannot cancel on yourself, because that's your own fitness that you need to be really staying consistent with. So even though you may have times, which we all do, where we don't feel like getting up early to work out, or we don't feel like pushing play, it's that needs to be a non-negotiable as well. It's like, nope, I am getting it done. I am pushing myself out of bed, and it's not even an option for me. Like in the morning, believe me, there are so many times where I'm like, I really don't feel like getting up, but I just do it, because it's not even a consideration not to. It's just like brushing your teeth. You're not going to leave the house until you brush your teeth in the morning. You have to think of it the same way. You can't allow yourself to not work out. And then personal development. This is the last thing that I wanted to go over, because the reward that I'm going to be giving out for the most activity points is so important, because it truly is your mindset that is going to create your success. And the way that you think about things is going to determine your reality. So with what Bert's training does, it trains your subconscious so that you change your thinking. Because the reason we don't have the life that we want right now is because of our thinking was trained a different way. We're going to train our subconscious so that we're thinking along the lines of creating the life that we want. And I'm just going to give you a little example, because I know, Lori, I think you know this, but I don't know if everybody else, especially the other people who are watching this recording, knows the story of how I got my house. I always wanted to own a home after my divorce, and I just didn't feel confident in doing it by myself without a man. And then I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to continue to wait, and I want to own a home already. I've been renting a house for years. And so I just said, okay, I'm going to start looking, and I'm only going to consider a house that I absolutely love. And I don't know if I'll be able to find one that I really fall in love with in my price range. And so I started looking, and at first I wasn't really seeing anything, and I was thinking, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I continued. And then I wound up finding this house that was a bank-owned home, and it was an amazing price. I mean, it's just under 2,000 square feet with a pool and a fenced yard and a split plan and a gorgeous kitchen and all the things that were important to me. And it was within my price range. So I was like, okay, this is like unbelievable. But then I also knew that it was at an amazing price. So there were lots of people who wanted it. So the first day it was on the market, I put a bid down, and other people did. There were like 14 other bids, and some of them were cash offers. And so they made us wait for like 2 weeks before they even came back with a response. So I was like, stressing and saying, I really want this house. And it wound up where they took a cash offer, not mine. And so I was really, discouraged and disappointed, I should say. But then a couple of days later, my realtor called me back and said, you're not going to believe this, but that cash offer fell through. Do you want to submit a bid again? So I was like, yes, I do. So he immediately submitted my bid, and he got back to me that same day and said there's going to be 3 other offers that they're accepting, and then they're done. They're not going to accept any more than that. So I was like, okay. So that seemed a little bit more realistic to me. And he said that none of them were cash offers, that they were all financed like mine was. So I was like, okay. So a couple of days later, he said, okay, they said that this is it, that by 5 o'clock today, everyone has to submit their highest offer. So obviously people were increasing their bid. So I said, all right, I really want this house. So I increased it to like $10,000 above their asking price. And I'm like, I really, really want this house. So he submitted it, and he came back and said, I didn't get a response. It was like maybe 5 days during the time that I didn't know if I was going to get it. But during this time, I decided I'm going to use the power of positive thinking to bring me this house because I wanted it so bad. So I wound up driving to the house. I actually went there with Bert once, and we walked in front of it, and I said, I'm going to envision this being mine already. So I walked up and down the street. I was envisioning my neighborhood. These are my neighbors, listening to the sounds of the neighborhood and what it would sound like living here, walking up. Then this is another time I went by myself. I walked up to the front door, and I put my hand on the doorknob, and it opened. It was open. It was unlocked. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm not supposed to be here, but I could not pass up this opportunity. So I walked inside the house, and I said, I'm taking pictures and video. So I walked quickly. I walked through the house because I was a little nervous being there when I wasn't supposed to be there. But I took videos throughout the whole house of every room as I was walking through it. I tried to really capture the entire house. And what that did for me is that I used that video as a tool to really envision myself in that house every day. I would watch the video every day, several times a day, and I pictured myself walking through the rooms. I pictured where I was going to put the furniture. I mean, I really felt like that was my house already. I really felt it. And I was like, it's mine already. This is where I'm putting the couch. This is which room I'm using from Daniel's room. This is going to be Eli's room. I designated where everyone was going to be, where I'm going to put the dog crates, everything, and how I'm going to fix it up, how I'm going to decorate it, what I want to do. And I also implemented the address into my vision statement that I said repeatedly every day, as though I already owned the house. I said, I'm so excited that I'm now living in my new home located at, and I said the address into my statement. So I was really using my positive thinking and focusing on this being my reality already and really feeling it as a tool. And it turned out where first they came back to me after about a week and said, we're sorry to say this, but there was one of those offers was another cash offer. I was wrong. And they went with that one. And I was just like, no way, this can't be. This is my house. That can't be. And I was like, really just shocked. More than just disappointed, I was shocked because I was so sure that it was going to be my house. And not more than 2 days went by, and my realtor called me back. He's like, you're not going to believe this, but I just got a call from the selling agent, and he said, they're not going with that guy, and there's another offer, but they want you. He said, he called me up and he said, Bonnie Scharf is your client, right? And he said, yeah. And he said, they want to go with her. And I was just like, oh my God, it was crazy. It was just crazy. So the house is mine. And I truly believe that it's the power of positive thinking and really focusing our deep desire and having that real deep desire of what we want. So thinking about whatever your why is, why you're in this business, all, the reasons I mentioned at the beginning of the call, whether it be getting out of debt, if it's debt, take a picture of, let's say, your mortgage and post it on your wall and slash a big red slash through it and say paid, or your car bill, for your car. Post it up and say paid, and so you can see it every day and envision that it's all paid off. Whatever your why is. If your why is going on vacations, post pictures of your vacation, your ultimate dream vacation up. Or a house, if you want to buy a bigger house, just post a picture up and envision it every day. But that's what it really, I truly believe that's what helped me get this house. So picture your, if you want to see $100,000 in your bank account for your security, for retirement, or whatever number is going to make you feel secure, post it up there, and so you can visualize it every single day. And that's why the reward that I'm giving you for the activity points is so important, because it's going to help you to train your subconscious and help you create your vision statement so that you too can start using that real power of attraction and creating the reality that you want, so that this business does bring you that reality. This is the tool that you're going to have to bring you the reality that you want. And it is totally possible for it to happen. It's just up to you to do the things that you're being trained to do and stay consistent and treat it like a business. So personal development, being a product of the product, and staying consistent with your power hour every day is going to get you guys what you want. Does anybody have anything you want to add? Any questions or any suggestions about anything? Do you all feel comfortable with him? I'm going to unmute everybody. Do you all feel comfortable with all the activities and the power hour activities that I mentioned? You all good with those?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, so we're going to continue to do our one-on-one calls each week. And any time throughout the week that you have anything going on that you want me to, help you with, reach out and post on, feel free to post. I encourage you all to post on our team page and share things that are going on. And then we're going to start our accountability thread on November 1st. All right?
Right.
So let's get ready to rock November. And really, that's going to be an amazing month for everybody. And it's going to be a lot of fun with the Fall Classic. All right, guys. Well, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I love seeing all of your smiling faces.
Thank you, Bonnie.
All right. I'll talk to you all soon.
Bye, boy toy.
Bye, guys.
Everybody.
Bye.